And we are underway from Houston. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
On the red. Smack. 30 left. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw in film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them. All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. A give running right, Etienne. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Back deep is Tank Dell. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go now.
3rd and 12. And Stroud now to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On the counter, Etienne.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5.
Lawrence will throw. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal from the 3. Here's Lawrence.
And it's caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
11,
We're scoreless after 1. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go. Jack.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lions.
Stroud out of the gun here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The Texans at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Okay, ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Mustang 19.
Stroud to throw it.
And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Let's go.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Now Lawrence.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 10. Another tote for Etienne.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Rip, 23.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. The 20. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence. This is caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Second and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown! Brenton Strange as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Pierce now up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple and that's it. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is 2nd and 8.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Stroud on third down now. That's complete to Pierce. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
65 cat, 65 cat.
Final play of the half, Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
ETN once more.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st down, Jaguars.
ETN up the middle.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Lawrence.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Think right open.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Homer, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
Come on.
And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. Hustle.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Bronco 80. Panther 11. 19 Lions.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Forrest-Sane and Orchid. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll run this with Homer. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Homer, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go.
A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Let's go.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Going for it with Pierce. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Looking deep here for Mechie. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
This is Homer. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the front. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Homer. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Stroud. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Trying to to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now here's Stroud on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Stroud now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually, I've heard.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held